Hello everybody and welcome to another match preview. This time it is for Sunderland. Wrong, it's for Blackburn versus Sunderland. Away at Ewood Park. It's going to be a tough game. This video we're going to talk about a bit about Blackburn. We'll bit about Blackburn, then we'll briefly talk about what happened on Saturday.
Yep.
And then we'll go on to Sunderland news and how we think it's going to go for tomorrow night. Paul?
So we'll quickly start with Blackburn. Listen, one thing, I mean, you've just that little, literally. Sorry.
Oh, spit it out.
We've just literally been talking about it. They're very consistent.
Inconsistent.
No, they're very consistent with win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win.
But you can use it both ways.
Yeah, you can use it both ways. Either inconsistent or consistent.
Yeah.
I'm going to say consistent because, Stephen, by the record, we should be getting the win tomorrow.
It should be. It's got to be because their last 10 games have been lost, won, lost, won, lost, won, lost, won, lost, won. So that means we're due to win tomorrow because they're due to lose. They don't draw any games.
No, they didn't.
This season they've played 15, they've won 8 and they've drew 9 and they've lost 7.
Yep. There's a few key players we should look out for. I would say Ben, Brennett and Diaz, and obviously Bradley Dack as well. Diaz, he's got 7 now this season. So like I say, he scored 22 last season and he did pick up a big injury that season. One for me, he got man of the match against Middlesbrough, is Gallagher.
Yeah.
He scored an absolute perler of a strike from outside the box. The keeper had no chance, bottom right hand corner, and just before that he put the defence off. He was getting in, he's been a handful basically, and it come off their player, and you know, he is that, I wouldn't say it was that fault, but he played a part in getting that goal. So in both goals basically.
I mean, you mentioned Bradley Dack. He only played 9 games last season and he's played 9 games this season. I know he's a bit in and out with injury and things like that, but one thing over the years that we know about, well, that I know about him, is that he's always a threat when he's on the pitch. He's capable of glimpses of magic, which has obviously helped his team out over the years. So he can't be overlooked. I know he hasn't really been scoring or getting the assists so far, but he is capable of that bit of genius football.
And I'd like to add in, he's a Chile international.
Fantastic.
Just like that.
Bloody
well,
fantastic.
he was called Ben Brent and they changed his name to Diaz because he got a Chile call up.
Another one I want to mention is just Sammy Gallagher.
Aye.
He's done well for them this season.
Aye.
He's been in midfield, he's been away. He hasn't scored too many. I think he scored 2 goals, but he's dangerous, he's a threat, and he's someone that we shouldn't be overlooking. We shouldn't. I think we'll be all right, but I think he's one to watch in the midfield. The midfield is Smodics as well. He's got a couple this season as well.
He came from Peterborough, wasn't it?
I'll be honest with you, Paul, I don't know.
He was ripping League 1 up and then he got his move, didn't he?
Aye.
I'm sure he did. But Blackburn, listen, the 5th in the league at the minute. 1 win from 6th to 1st. You can jump from 6th to 1st in the league. It's that tight.
Well, I was on the phone to my mum after the game on Saturday, and she's like, "Hey Stephen, we're only 5 points off top." I said, "I'm only 7 points off the bottom 3. I was like, "It doesn't mean now." This is why I said, "Didn't look at the league table till about Christmas." He gets all excited. He's like, "Oh, we're up here."
I do. But in any way, scope of prediction, Stephen. Well, you know what? I think we might have to share this one. The amount of people that got this right, it's unbelievable.
To the side. Oh, wrong bit of paper.
Wrong bit of paper. We've got that many. Fucking hell. Right, here we're gone. Wow. Jesus, look at that, man. Right, Michael Hall, Richie Stubbs, Jody Hardwick, Thomas Garrigan. Sorry about that, mate. Robert Laws, David Edwards, Janice Gregory, who gets it right all the time. Kevin Kierden, Ramos. My writing. Ramos Fenstead Jensen, I think it is. Kyle Maven, Goose Marv, Jack Reid, Beastie Boy, Theo Danger, Jack SAFC, Black Cats FDM, Tony W, Judith Middlemass, Reese Robbins, Alan Smith, Joseph Morrison, Liam W, Big Girls Don't Cry, and also
my wife, his cousin, Rach Usher. Well done.
2-1. He's predicted 2-1. With that being said, it's now time for mine and his prediction, and you are going first this time.
Bloody hell, we haven't even fought with Sunderland yet.
I'm
going to go for Sunderland 2-0.
Sunderland 2-0?
I'm going Sunderland 2-0.
You probably guess what I'm going to go for, because we've just been talking about it. I'm going to go for a Sunderland 1-0 away win.
I can't believe you had the audacity to take the piss out of me. I always go for 3-1.
I know. I don't know where it's come from. You mentioned it a couple of games ago, and I was like, no, I didn't.
Every game 1-0,
and then I realised
he takes the piss out of me for saying 3-1. Know what I mean?
I realise, I do. Right, moving on to Sunderland, Stephen. Do you want to crack this one off?
Well, look, Saturday, It was a great day. It was a great game of football. I said at half time on the vlog that we were playing some good football. We were probably the better team in both halves.
Definitely.
Just they went forward, a good bit of football between the three excellent players, and then it was a good finish by Charlie White. Patterson couldn't have done anything about it. But we were still a better team. We were creating chances, and then the second half we came out, and it was a joy to watch some of the football we were playing. I'll tell you one thing, we spoke about it on Saturday. If Stewart or Sims was on the pitch, they would have had a guaranteed hat-trick.
Oh,
some of the balls that were pinging across the edge of that 6-yard box, they were just crying out for a striker to put them away. But like I say, Embleton, I'm not normally his biggest fan. When he starts games, I think he's better coming off the bench. But I thought Embleton was great on Saturday, and obviously came up with the equaliser. And well, I said after the vlog, my man of the match was Sirkin, who's also made it into the EFL Team of the Week.
Did you hear the way the man, obviously you did because you watched it, I don't know if you can remember, the way they were pronouncing his name?
Kirkin.
Aye. What the fuck was that?
I watched it on AFL, and they were getting Kirkin. I said, bloody hell's he like?
But I totally, everything you said. I can only remember them having one shot on target. I thought Wigan were very, very poor. Patterson literally had, like I say, nothing to do. And I thought there was going to be more of like an end-to-end game feel about it, especially with like a lot of ex-Sunderland players coming to the stadium. But exactly what you say is, 09 did rush out for that ball, and it was class bit of control by Broadhead to get it away from him, and then they broke three of them. And it was a good goal, it really was. But the lads stepped up. You mentioned a few there. I'm going to mention my man of the match, but he hasn't put a foot round most of the season.
All season.
All season. And Roberts, he stepped up massively. He turned James McLean inside out.
Wait, what, James McLean on the fullback? He just had their lives.
He did. How he stepped up.
Rumour has it is that James McLean is still waking up. He's waking up in the middle of the night having nightmares about Roberts.
It was mad, mate, the way he stepped up, Roberts. Apologies, everybody. The audio went off on this. The mic died. I didn't believe it. First time I've never checked it before I went out because I was in a hurry. Apologies, Stephen. The mic went off. Basically, Stephen cannot make it tomorrow. It's going to be me by myself on the live stream. You just kind of get time off work. So what we're going to do, I'll be live by myself tomorrow on a live stream for Blackburn versus Sunderland. Come along, say hello, and hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new.